Hey guys, so today's video is going to be all about the new MAC LIPTENSITY lipsticks. I asked if you guys wanted to see a swatch video and a review on them, and a lot of you said yes, so I'm just going to hop right into it. I'm first going to tell you a little bit about them. They're brand new, and they're a little bit different than the usual MAC lipsticks, so I have some info to tell you guys. Then I'm going to get into the swatches. There are 24 of them, so I'm going to swatch every one on my lips, and then at the end of the video, I'm just going to go into the review. I did receive this entire line from MAC the other day, which was mind-blowing, and I'm just so grateful, and it was just super generous of MAC, so a big thank you. So before I get started on swatches, just going to read you guys this little paper that came with the PR package. LIPTENSITY lipstick pushes the boundaries of color with the expertise of tetrachromat Maureen Seberg, who has the genetic ability to see up to 100 million hues imperceptible to the average naked eye. MAC has created an unprecedented spectrum of 24 shades with extreme, undeniable color intensity using our groundbreaking high-frequency tetrachromatic pigments technology. A little more information: they are available online on September 20th. They're available in-store September 21st through November 17th. And that's about it. Before I get started on the swatches, I did want to mention that these are like a glossy finish. When I swatched them on my arm, I swatched a few of them when I first got the package, I thought they were going to be like a creamy matte, but when you put them on the lips, they're definitely more of like a glossy sheen finish. So just keep that in mind. Obviously you're going to see that when I do the swatches, but without any more blabbing, I'm just going to get into it. Alright you guys, so that's it for all 24 swatches. My lips are feeling it. I reapplied Double Fudge because this one is my favorite out of the entire collection. Spoiler alert. So, I have quite a few thoughts about these. There are some that I really like, some that are kind of like meh, and then some that just I didn't like. So starting off with the formula, like I said in the beginning, they're definitely more of like a glossy sheen finish. I noticed that some of them were a lot glossier than others. Like for instance, the nude ones or the light ones, like the light pinks, the light nudes, especially Driftwood, which was the first one I swatched, and then Doe. They were super glossy. I don't really like these on myself, but they do feel really good across the board though. Every single lipstick out of all 24 of them, they just go on so smoothly. They're so creamy and soft. They really feel like they moisturize and hydrate your lips, which is really nice because, I don't know, I feel like a lot of lipsticks are kind of dry and feel a little bit chalky on your lips, or they feel really greasy, and these aren't either of the two. They're like perfectly in the middle. So I did go around the wheel and pop in the ones that I liked the most, or I just left them in place really. So like I mentioned, this one, the fudge one that I'm wearing, so good. It's so pigmented, like you guys saw in the swatch, it just went on so, like one swipe, and it was like perfect. I also really like the black. Surprising, I know. That one was really pigmented as well. I also really liked the purples in this collection, or at least most of them. Like Galaxy Gray, for example, is really cool. I love that one. I like how there were, you know, obviously a lot of like wearable colors and neutral colors, but they did throw in a few curveballs, like colors that are a little bit bold or like out of the box, which I really like, so I'm glad that they did that. I think the whole color selection was just perfect. And then I just felt like the rest of these purple ones were just super pigmented, especially compared to the rest, so I do enjoy the purples I think the most, with the exception of the brown. And these are Hellebore, I'm trying to read these like upside down, why didn't I keep these out? Ambrosial, Marsala, and Claret Cast. I have no idea what that means. And then I have a couple oranges that I really liked. The first one is Habanero. This one is Fireworks, it's a little more red. I just felt like this one was once again really pigmented and just a really cool color. I love orange lipsticks. I think they look good on everyone. Another thing that I like about these is that the packaging is really close to the actual color of the lipstick. Like when you twist it up, it looks exactly the same, which makes shopping a lot easier and more convenient because you can just look at the case, the packaging, and be like, all right, I like it, let's do it. That being said, even though 90% of them I'd say were spot on, there were a few that didn't really match up. You guys probably noticed when I was swatching them. The two that were the most far off were, God, I don't even know how to pronounce these, Cordovan. It looks like brown in the packaging, but even when you look at the actual lipstick itself, you can see that there's more of a purple hue to it, and when I put it on my lips it was definitely more of like a berry toned color. I did like the color of it, like that wasn't a problem. And then this one, Dionysus, pretty much the same exact thing. Like it looks like it's going to be a darker brown, but it definitely did have a little bit more of a berry tone. And then there were two that I had problems with patchiness and overall just pigmentation and things like that, and they are Blue Beet and Burnt Violet. I was so sad about this one because when I first got this package I looked at this and I was like, I can spot my favorite already. Even when I swatched it on my arm the first time I got it, I was like, God damn it, this one is just not as good as the others. I mean, you can build it up to make it work, but even when I was swatching it, you guys could probably see it's a little bit lighter than it looks. And I built it up quite a bit and it still looked kind of patchy in some areas, so maybe if you wear like a blue lip liner underneath it, it'll look great. And then same thing for Burnt Violet, which also, by the way, is another one that does not look anything like the packaging. This also looks like another dark brown, but it's a like deep burgundy kind of violet color, obviously, hence the name. So this one was patchy, it didn't look as great as the others. I still do like the color, so I just, with these two, like I mentioned, I'll probably just use a lip liner underneath when I want to wear them again. Speaking of lip liners, as you could see, I did use some lip liners with a few of them in the beginning because those light nudes sometimes, like, I feel like it's hard for me to tell where my lip line ends, and I ended up actually using a lip brush as well with all of the lipsticks because I felt like they feathered a little bit, especially with the darker colors. I wasn't getting a crisp line because these are so creamy and soft. You know, it's just hard to avoid that with a lipstick that's like that. I've heard other people say that they don't feather and bleed on them, so maybe it's just me, I don't know, but all of them definitely I needed to use a lip brush to make the lines really nice and crisp. So anyways, there were just a couple of things that I didn't like about certain shades. Overall, I think this is a really great product and I like how they feel, even though I'm not a super glossy lip person. Like you guys know me, I really like matte lipsticks. I'm all about matte. I'm trying to transition into liking different finishes of lipsticks, and this is okay. Like, I will wear this and I'll be okay with it. I'm slowly getting into the glossy look. Not fully there yet, but I'm getting there. So about longevity of these, when I swatched these on my arm the first day that I got them, I had them on for maybe 15 minutes tops. They would not come off underwater even with soap. I think I had to take like a coconut oil to remove them, which is impressive and kind of weird because I was not expecting that with just a regular bullet lipstick. So I haven't worn these out all day yet to see how long they last, like when I eat or things like that. But that's what I'm going to do right now. So if you guys want to know about the longevity of them, how they last through food and drinking, a few hours of wear, I'm going to wear this out. I'm going to eat lunch right now, I'm going to run some errands, and then I'll be back in a second to update you. Okay, so I've been wearing this for a few hours now. I went out and about for a little bit and then I ate lunch. Obviously these are not transfer or budge proof. It stayed pretty well around the perimeter of my lips, but it definitely wore off in the middle and transferred down here as well, but honestly I can't think of a lipstick that doesn't do that. Anyways, I'm just going to apply some of this right now, see how it reapplies. I can already tell that these are going to stain my lips because they're starting to get a little bit stained even just when I was swatching. Alright you guys, so that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful if you're thinking about trying them out. As always, I try to give my best, most honest reviews possible, even if the products are sent to me, because I think it's important to just be completely transparent and let you guys know the pros and the cons of everything. Alright guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!